so good.
Anything else you want to talk about 2K related?
I'm super excited for the new game. I love the covers. I love that like D-Book has his shoe like kind of like the focal point in it, and it says "Be Legendary." And I think he's a legend. Just signed like a crazy extension. I love like the women's cover. Love the Michael Jordan cover. You might see some circulate in the new game. Super excited for that. And yeah, like shout out to the whole 2K family, and thank you for always having me be a part.
What's up, guys? We're here with
on the floor for the visiting Dallas Mavericks. At guard, Kobe White. At forward, at center, Kristaps Porzingis. At forward, Luka Doncic. The head coach of the visiting team is Jason Kidd. Let's hear it for your San Antonio Spurs! (6'9", starting at forward, number 27. 6'8", at forward, number 1, T.J. Warren. 6'1", starting at guard, number 2, Colin Sexton. 6'10", in the middle, number 15, Clint Capella. 6'3", at guard, number 5, number 5. Your San Antonio Spurs head coach, Greg Popovich. Fans, let's hear it for your San Antonio Spurs.
Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Dallas Mavericks going up against the San Antonio Spurs here at AT&T Center. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Good evening, Kevin. Well, the Spurs are always competitive. So what kind of people fit their culture? Greg Popovich says we're looking for character, people that have gotten over themselves. A sense of humor is huge. You've got to be able to take a dig and feel comfortable that you don't have all the answers. Kevin, it all starts with Pop.
Yeah, it always has. You and I know that personally. Thank you very much. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. We've got White. He's out there with Nelson. Luka Doncic out there with Porzingis. And it's Weaver in at the power forward position. And for San Antonio, Sexton is out there with the Magician. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Warren. And it's Vaughn in at the 4 spot. When you know you're on a championship contender, Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year?
Some of that depends on the leadership you have in the locker room. Certain guys have an ability to keep everyone engaged and motivated and also loose and light in that locker room. So it does matter.
So Dallas will get the first possession. Doncic with it. Pass to White. Porzingis trying to get free. White, good. White's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Mavs. Warren on the wing. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Sexton, finding the lane, and Sexton slams it in.
And superb at just finding avenues to the bucket. When Sexton goes strong inside, he is hard to stop.
Doncic against Warren. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
Dallas ball.
And so here is Dallas. Nelson with it. Guarded now by Sexton. About a minute played so far here in the first. Here's Magician. What a tremendous game he played against Houston. Vaughn gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And here is Doncic, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. 5 on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
And both free throws good for White.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Sexton attacking. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Sexton against Nelson. Passes it to Porzingis. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You know, one of the things I love about Porzingis' game, he's really a terrific catch-and-shoot guy, especially for a 7-footer.
Magician passes to Sexton. To the right side. Here's Magician. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Nelson. He had 15 points last outing. Porzingis high post. Outside, White. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so, Sexton will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Shot's good from Magician.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
And White kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Weaver. Outside, White. Doncic outside. Lets it go from 11. Here's Weaver, and Capella sends it back.
This is the real strength of Capella's game now. Outstanding at using his length and athleticism to block shots.
And the pass to Magician. To the inside. Deflects the pass. Porzingis with the steal. Now here's White. Coming off a solid outing against Minnesota. And it's Doncic missing. Floats one up. And Warren with the lay-in.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now, here's Doncic. He had 25 points last game.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. has a real good sense of body control.
And something I like about T.J. Warren's game is his ability to create his own shot. He's got great footwork and creates separation much easier than most.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? You're so right in that observation. He's a bucket getter, and his footwork fundamentals are superb. And even when he doesn't get separation, complete separation, he can still make tough shots. And he can get points in bunches.
To the middle, here's Nelson. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. San Antonio leading by 8. Now Sexton over Nelson. No good off the back of the rim. Back to Doncic. Good. And a nice assist from Nelson.
You can trust Luka to make the most of a close shot. I mean, he won't waste a high percentage look most times.
Pass to Magician. Pocket 6. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Drives to the hoop, and San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Boy, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Now, here's Sexton. For that win against the Rockets, he's another guy who really showed up to play. Warren kicks to Vaughn. 5 to shoot. Out to the wing. Here's Magician. No good on the triple. Mavericks trail by 6. It's White on the wing. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. They'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
His first personal foul.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
And he makes all 3. Spurs leading by 3. Sexton with it. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Pass to Warren. Pass to Vaughn. Shot clock at 5. Here's Capella. Nice D from Doncic. Mavericks shooting 33% here in the first quarter. From past the arc. That shot misses. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Here's Magician going inside. Makes it off the glass. 8 points for Magician.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's White. 7 points in the game. Nelson, no one around him. Bangs home the trifecta.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Here's Sexton. Fires from 14. Nice jump shot. Good. Sexton's got his second basket of the night.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
The drive by Doncic. And there it is for him.
Boy, what balance from Doncic. I mean, he never seems to get rattled, even when he attracts contact on the way to score. Maintains his poise in those situations extremely well for a young player.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The offensive rebound. Porzingis from down in the low post. It goes. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the game to go. San Antonio leading. Over to the left wing. Lob pass to Capella. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that this could be an interesting matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Collins. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Now the pass to Wennington. Left block shot on the way. The rebound by the Spurs. Here's Magician. 8 points for him. Here's Ware. Capella trying to free himself up. Ware, no good. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Wennington. No good with the triple. Here's Magician. Off on the layup. And here is McDaniels. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist by Nelson. Nelson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against Minnesota.
Yeah, in that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Here's Wennington. After the basket by San Antonio. Out to the right wing. Here's McDaniels. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The shot's good from Magician.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
And here are the Mavericks now. After the 3-pointer from Magician. Pirtle, the pass to Wennington. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Spurs leading by 7. Here's Ware. Here's Stewart. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And the game plan is quick. Work the ball inside.
And it's working for him. You like that initiative, not settling for stuff on the perimeter.
At the line for San Antonio, Isaiah Stewart. 1 shot.
Free throw good, Stewart. 1:35 left here in the opening quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pirtle finds Collins. Now here's McDaniels. Guarded by Stewart, and the shot goes in.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Stolen by Collins. Here's Wennington. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Minnesota. Here's Pirtle, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Ware, following the score by Jakob Pirtle. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3, and he drills it. Beautiful release there from Magician. Magician's got 14 points for the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Wennington. Riley covering. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Pick up left. Pick up left.
16 seconds left here in the first quarter. Clock at 4. Here's McDaniels. Here's Pirtle. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Here's Magician. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's San Antonio. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Back to the action after this word. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Riley is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Book Knight, and it's Bowman in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's McDaniels. Bowman grabs the rebound.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Here's Bowman. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now here is Pirtle. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here he goes. Collins trying to break free. And finished off by McDaniel.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
He gets that one.
Zach Collins.
Collins has got his first bucket in this one.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
This is it to Stewart. Here is Riley. Here's Ware. An 11-point game for him in the win against Houston. Tries again. They shoot again. And Pirtle sends it back.
Wonderful anticipation that time from Pirtle. Positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
Pass to Wennington. Collins with it. Pass to Wennington. And another basket for Dallas.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
The Spurs making a switch here. Vaughn's checked in. And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot, man, that puts even more pressure on the defense.
Now here's Porzingis. He's coming off a 16-point game against Minnesota.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Maladon's checked in for San Antonio. Mavericks trail by 12. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
The pass to Maladon. Now here's Bouknight. Here's Riley. The layup missed.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Porzingis high post. He has 6. It's White on the wing. Into the lane. Yep, it counts. White's got it back down to single digits for the man.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now here's Bouknight. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Riley. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Outside, White. Pass to Weaver. From the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Spurs leading by 8. Now here's Bouknight. Passes it to Bowman. Here's Vaughn. Shoots over White. They get it again. Porzingis with the block.
Hey, with that length, Porzingis is always a threat to block shots. I mean, when he matches that length with really good energy and awareness, he can be a good defender.
Now, here's Doncic. Remington, no good.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And here is Maladon. Riley passes it to Bouknight. Here's Bowman. And Riley gets it to go. And the Spurs lead by 10.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Doncic outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Doncic has got 9.
You know, that's a real key for Doncic. I mean, when the three-point shot is dropping for him, his guardability goes off the charts.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups and matchups or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Spurs Hot Squad. Fans, your Spurs Hot Squad. Substitution for your Spurs. Clint Capella. T.J. Warren.
Spurs leading by 7.
Sexton.
Now here's Maladon. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Porzingis. Doncic kicks to White. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Now here's Maladon. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Sexton, and it's sent back by White. Over in the corner, Doncic. Porzingis trying to get free. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Doncic.
Boy, it's so impressive to see Doncic at his size handle the ball the way he does. And as a defender, he can really put you on your heels.
Dallas with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Pass to Wennington. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Spurs. Here's Vaughn. Drills the three-pointer. Vaughn's got 7.
Boy, nice dime that time from Warren. He's a scorer, but showing you right there, he can pass it too.
Here's Wennington. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Now, here's Sexton. Outside Warren. Pass to Vaughn. From deep. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Now Doncic. He's got 13. And there's the pass to Weaver. And here's Porzingis. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Sexton's shot is good.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
Here's Wennington. And the dunk by Doncic.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Now, here's Sexton. He has 6. Passes it to Melodon. He takes it in. The Mavericks pull it in. Weaver's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Wennington. A pass to Porzingis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Boy, what an athlete this Porzingis kid is, man. I tell you, you put the rock anywhere near him, and he's going to throw it down.
Here's Vaughn. He's coming off a 13-point game against Houston.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Now, here's Warren. They lead by 1.
Boy, he is so gifted as a scorer, but especially deadly from the mid-range as TJ Watt.
2 minutes.
Doncic passes to Porzingis, and it's in there.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Dallas. Nelson comes in for White. And it's tied up with that one.
Injuries aside, you know, Porzingis' growth here in the league, I think, has been really quite rapid. It's clear that he puts in the time in practice to continue to refine his scoring ability and overall skill set.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Zach Collins checked in for Porzingis.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Magician in the last matchup against the Rockets had a huge night. He scored 46 points, but it was his season high in rebounds that really stood out. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
And here are the Mavericks now. After the basket by San Antonio. Here's Huntington. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Magician. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And it's denied. And they'll get another chance. Second chance shot. That one doesn't go. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Warren the pass to Magician. Down low. Stolen by Collins. Doncic against Warren. And it's blocked. The shot, no good. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Spurs lead by 2. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. They've got Porzingis. Nelson is out there with White. Then there's Doncic. And it's Weaver in at the power forward.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Outside, White. Doncic outside. Over ball. Here's Weaver. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Here's Magician. White covering. To the inside. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Tell you what, very few players have the playmaking ability of Luka Doncic. This guy is special with his vision and passing.
Move around.
Magician passes to Sexton. And a miss there on the triple. And so White will bring it up for Dallas.
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness. And I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has any. That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Here's Magician following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Here's Magician. White covering. Back to Stewart. Porzingis with the steal. To the paint. Here's Weaver. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Nice recognition there by Porzingis. He's getting better and better as a passer.
And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But, Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection top of the list.
And, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
The Spurs making a switch here. Riley's checked in.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Dallas.
Outside, White. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. White's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Boy, I tell you what, I love watching Warren match the defense's intensity and still be able to convert. This is a hard-nosed, really good offensive player.
White. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's Magician. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Doncic following the bucket by the Spurs. Pass to Weaver. Nelson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Porzingis. Over Sexton. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Nelson. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
That's
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
A different look now for San Antonio. Bowman's checked in, and Bouknight comes in for Colin Sexton. Mavericks leading by 4. Doncic with it. He's got 17. Nelson outside. Back to Doncic. Offensive rebound. Porzingis can't hit.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Magician. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Doncic. It's deflected. And here is Bouknight. That one a little long.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Here's Magician following the 3-point basket by Dallas. The pass to Bowman. Here's Magician. White covering. Here's Magician. 20 points for him. Miss number 7 from the field. He's also made 7. Doncic outside. A pass to Porzingis.
Nights like this tonight, I mean, that's why you pay Porzingis max money at times. He simply just carries the offense.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Count that one from Bouknight.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Dallas with another.
You know, Luka's one of those players where the mid-range shot is really a weapon for him, not just an afterthought. I mean, he is lights out from that distance.
Magician passes to Vaughn. Now here's Bouknight, guarded by Nelson. Now here's Bouknight. Inside, here's Magician, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And it's now 22 points for Magician.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Now, here's Doncic, guarded closer. San Antonio with the rebound. Vaughn's got his 5th rebound in this one. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Magician.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Checking in for the Mavericks.
Here's McDaniels. Passes to Wennington. Collins with it. Riley covering. With the fadeaway. Shot by Collins, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Bouknight with the bucket.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Here's Wennington. Pass to Nelson. Now here is Pirtle. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Number 5.
Hey, if you're going to foul Pirtle, I mean, get your money's worth. You have to make sure you're really whacking. He's extremely good at finishing through contact.
Spurs trail by 4. The pass to Magician. 3-pointer. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so it's Dallas with it. Pass to Wennington. Puts it up from 12. San Antonio with the rebound. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Riley, it's good. This game is all even. 6 points for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Wennington. They swipe it. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Nelson with the steal. Down low. Another shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Mavericks have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Shooting for Dallas.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
Here's Magician, and he takes that one up and powers it through. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Here's Wennington. Nelson, the pass to Collins. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
Passes it to Magician. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Number 5.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And so it's Dallas with it. After the basket by San Antonio. Wennington, no good.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Remaining in the third.
Pass to Magician. 1:53 left to play in the third. 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. And now a 6-point Spurs lead.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
There's the pass to Wennington. Here's McDaniels. Shoots over Bouknight and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass. Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Nelson, the pass to Collins. Now here is Pirtle. Pass to McDaniels. He feeds it to Pirtle. Will it go? And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against San Antonio.
Hey, it is never easy guarding Pirtle. I mean, he's got so many moves and a lot of ways to get defenders to foul him.
The free throw drops for Pirtle. No good on the second free throw.
Boy, Pirtle is a massive guy. Somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
There's the triple. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Here's Wennington. And here is McDaniels. Stolen by Warren. Now Sexton. He has 6. From deep. And they recover it.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
And so it's San Antonio with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
Come on. Let's get our energy back up. Let's go. Come on.
Jason Kidd wanting a little bit more effort, as you heard him say right there, asking his team to be more active.
Yeah, and I think he senses just a little bit of complacency. Guys don't have that same level of focus, and you know that's not going to cut it with him.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Isaiah Stewart. Magician is out there with Colin Sexton. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Warren in at the small forward position. That's the San Antonio 5.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now, here's Sexton. Here's Magician. Lob pass to Capella. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Here's Wennington after Clint Capella's bucket. Nelson, the pass to Wennington. Looking to get back on track here. Got a piece of it. Spurs leading by 12. Here's Magician. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And the foul goes on the Magician. That's his third foul of the game.
That's his third personal foul. First team foul. Mavericks
about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Wennington. Here's Porzingis. It drops. That's his ninth field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
No substitute for hustle and hard work, and Porzingis getting the bucket because he put both into effect there.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Wennington. Weaver the pass to Porzingis. Dallas moving the ball around. Passes it to Weaver. He dishes it to McDaniels. Clock at 6. And the foul goes on the Magician. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Vaughn's checked in for Clint Capella. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Dallas.
Checking in for the Mavericks.
San Antonio on defense. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And that one drops. Doncic has got 21 in the game.
Boy, once Doncic gets on the roll, there aren't many ways to slow him down. Huge night so far.
Over to the wing. Here's Magician. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Magician's got 38 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And the basket is good.
And right now, White, red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And, Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Spurs leading by 13. Sexton the pass to Vaughn. Now Stewart. Here's Magician. He kicks to Sexton. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
To the paint. Here's Weaver. Vaughn with the rebound.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Magician passes to Vaughn. Here's Magician. Throws it up high and stolen by White. Pass to Weaver. Now Doncic. He's covered by Warren. Puts it up from 12. And it's Doncic missing. Spurs leading by 16. To the middle with the tip.
Boy, he's filling it up right now. Getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
They get it back. Misses in close.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Magician. Stewart trying to get open. Good. Nice play there from Magician. Magician's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 16-6 run. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. White looking around. Clark, between the draft and free agency and big mid-season trades, it feels like we rarely see the same team twice season to season.
Yeah, guys move around quite a bit, more so than in the past, Kevin. I don't necessarily know if that's good or bad. It's certainly different. I tend to lean towards guys staying in the same place longer. That would be my personal preference, but the landscape has shifted and changed, and it's overall probably a positive thing for the players.
Dallas calls timeout. And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And he gets it to go. Doncic has got 23.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Team foul. At the line for San Antonio, number 5, taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Magician. Riley's checked in for San Antonio. The Mavericks also with a sub. Nelson's checked in for Wennington. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Here's Vaughn. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting it.
One shot.
Well, Clark, with the success of the play-in tournament, Commissioner Silver pushing for a mid-season tournament with the winning team earning $1 million per player.
You know, Kevin, adding additional games I think would be a challenge. I'm not quite sold on that, but I do know that $1 million would incentivize role players. The question is whether or not star players would be as motivated to add more games in the middle of the season.
Porzingis can't hit.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Sexton the pass to Vaughn. Here's Magician. He lobs it up, and another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. To the inside, Doncic, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Doncic has got 25 points.
And just running the offense, White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Sexton against White. Here's Magician inside. It's deflected. Vaughn gets the bucket. Vaughn's got 7 points here in this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Doncic uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. San Antonio with the rebound. Warren's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Takes it inside.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
White with it. Amazing how many players we're seeing come into the NBA, Clark, from all over the world right now.
Well, it's truly a global game, Kevin, and give credit to former Commissioner David Stern and certainly Adam Silver and his staff. But the league is a global league. The star players have done a great job of promoting it as a worldwide game as well. Every year you get players from multiple continents, Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia. Basketball is, again, it's a global game, so it makes sense we'll see more players from all over the world in the NBA.
And it's Doncic missing. San Antonio's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Magician passes to Sexton. Here's Magician. Misses the 3. Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Count it.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively. And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Here's Doncic. After the made shot from Magician.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding him.
4th team foul.
That free throw good from Doncic.
Luka Doncic. 2 shots.
Good on both. Here's Magician, and just a tremendous game, guys. He's now approaching 60 points on the game.
This is why you tune in, folks. A chance to witness greatness.
Here's Riley. And no good that time. And it's Dallas the other way. Now the pass to Butler. It's tipped. Here's Magician. And Clark, the NBA is supporting those players who use their platform for change. In 2021, the NBA created the new Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Award.
Yeah, that sends a really powerful message because those who have followed the career of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was my idol as I was growing up, know that he not only performed at the highest level between the lines, but he has always been a voice and an activist for social justice, for education, for doing what's right and decent. His career outside of basketball clearly embodies what being about human rights is all about. So that's a really powerful message, and one that I'm glad to see the NBA put forth.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Spurs.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For Magician.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
Olsen passes to Watanabe. Now
you can't be right.